Hi, I'm Professor Spencer Rand, and I teach the Community Lawyering Clinic here at Temple Law School in the Legal Aid Office. We provide direct services to low-income people in North Philadelphia that affect how they live each day. Examples of things we've done. Yesterday, a student represented a client to help that person with schizophrenia and cancer gain the income he needs to live safely in the community and to qualify more easily for the medicine he needs to be safe. Next month, I have a student who's going to represent a client who's being evicted because the housing authority, who's paying part of her rent, stopped paying the rent because the landlord's not keeping the apartment up to standard. Next week, I have a student who's going to be helping a client write a will, giving his home to his son who's cared for him for the several years he's been getting cancer treatment. Unique to this clinic is that students get the opportunity to do both transactional and litigation work. The transactional work is often simple estate planning on very meaningful issues to clients. The litigation is often administrative hearings for disability benefits, which means practicing before a federal administrative law judge without an opposing side to interrupt you, making it a good first experience. Because it is community lawyering, it means going out to sites and meeting people where they live or get social services or medical services. My clinic started during the AIDS crisis and now focuses on people with disabilities and people with cancer as well. Some of the issues they have are disability related and you learn some things about that, but a lot of them are more general, like eviction cases like we discussed, and we handle those as well. Because it's an internal clinic with a dedicated faculty member, it's diagnostic. You'll practice lawyering skills and reflect with me at every step on how each step went. For example, if you did an interview and felt you did not get all the facts you needed, why didn't you? What would you do to get them now? And what would you do next time to try to get them the first time? If you represent a client in a hearing and believe you could have stated a client's position better, or you're not sure the judge heard you, why did that happen and what would you do different next time? If you needed to draft a will, how would you know that you knew enough about wills to actually draft it and be comfortable that you're giving somebody a good document? Where would you even start? This class can be taken for 3 to 6 credits. 3 is the right number for some students and still gives students a great experience to develop lawyering skills while helping clients. You can expand this to up to 3 more credits. One way is you can sign up for the advanced clinic, which you can take more cases and do other sorts of work focusing on a particular skill that you really want to develop. I also teach a writing seminar, Poverty Law, a serial writing course, and you can take this along with the community lawyering clinic. Then in poverty law, you would learn about how policy affects, how advocates think the law should be written and how things affect people. And in the community lawyering clinic, you'd actually see whether they're right and how it really is affecting people. I teach at Temple because I want to help students learn how to become more comfortable in their roles practicing law. I want them to develop real connections with their clients, and I want them to understand how to make every step they can to help their clients. I also want students to understand ways they can help poor people with legal issues when they graduate, either as legal services type attorneys or in pro bono work. I want to continue dedicating my career to working on issues that affect the poor. I want to make sure that I and the law school continue to provide legal services to the poor in our community effectively. I hope you'll join me. Feel free to contact me at the Temple Legal Aid Office, which is in room 101A, right across from the locker rooms, or to email me at srand@temple.edu.